Okay, everybody, here we go. This is opportunity, people, and I cannot stress this enough. Anyway, it is Tuesday, November 19th, 2019. Every day, I look for opportunities, and that's the truth. With regard to this market, and every single thing connected to it is completely false. It's completely fake, and that is our strength, knowing that. Now, why am I going off on opportunity? I believe that most of you fully understand the environment that we are in. It's unbelievable. Literally, it's unbelievable. There's been nothing like it ever in human history. That alone creates opportunity for you and for me and for anyone else with just a few functioning brain cells. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are poised for a record high open. It's not going to stop. Not in this environment. Massive distortions exist. And again, knowing this is our strength. I've been explaining to you for a while now that there is incredible opportunities in suppressed assets. When there is a risk-on game, like we have now, or a risk-on charade, like there is now, cash simply moves out of assets it should be going into. I'm referring specifically to precious metals and cryptocurrencies. I know a lot of you don't like cryptocurrencies, and that's fine. To me, they're massively undervalued based on what's going on with the Federal Reserve expansion of debt and precious metals beyond suppressed assets. And I believe moving forward, pressure on precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and cryptocurrencies is going to be maintained. As long as the risk environment is maintained, again, that presents opportunity for us. I'll tell you where else there's opportunity. In crude oil. Truly. Crude oil is under a little bit of pressure right now. It will not be allowed to fall. Understand, the market is dependent on it. The investment banks are dependent on it. The entire energy sector is dependent on it. Huge sectors of the market are dependent on the price of crude oil being higher. Look, as of right now, in my opinion, crude oil has no bearing on reality either with regard to its price action. The real price of crude oil should be less than half of what it is today. That should tell you something. It's 50% or better overvalued. Maybe 70% overvalued. But that does not mean they're not going to keep that price propped up. Buy the dips with regard to crude oil. For other factors as well. Look, we know what happened yesterday. The president met with Jay Powell. They talked about negative interest rates. They talked about dollar strength. Not a single mention about the middle class or the American people. It was all about corporate America. What can be done to keep corporate America booming while the middle class is forced to subsidize this whole thing and be the slaves that they are to the ruling class, the political elites. You know that. This is the way it is. This is leadership under Donald Trump, and it's not going to change under a single Democratic hopeful if they make it into the White House. Believe me, what's coming out of their mouths has no bearing on reality when they get into the White House, just like Donald Trump. 2016, I went over this yesterday. He did a complete 180 on everything he said with regard to the Federal Reserve, suppressed interest rates, dollar strength, debt. I mean, everything is incredible. Anyway, that's the way it's going to play out too. So don't look for any saving grace. You got to save yourself and others. Again, we are responsible for each other. And you have to understand that, and I think you get this too. The game is very simple. They say one thing, but believe me, none of these people are on your side. It's all about supporting the military-industrial complex, creating a two-tier society, moving cash around to make it look like the illusion that they're doing something, taking the Democrats, for example, taking cash from these people and moving it to these people. How does that fix the system? All it's doing is moving around debt notes. It doesn't fix a damn thing. And it will never be fixed, okay? The lengths that have gone through to establish the dollar as a world reserve currency, the petrodollar, we have fought entire wars. And they will sacrifice millions of lives to millions more lives, tens of millions of more lives, whatever they got to do to make sure that the central banks remain in power. The central bank's power exists in their ability to control the monetary system. And the individuals that control this, they run the world. The respective governments of every nation on earth is a slave to its central bank. That's why every single developed nation on earth, they're all debtor nations, none bigger than the United States of America, which has become the largest debtor nation the world has ever known, with its individual citizens the most indebted of any other nation on the planet. So that really should put a perspective on this entire thing, and why the political elites are playing right into it. And again, the middle class today, they've lost their will to fight back, especially here in the United States. It's all the distractions. Look here. Watch the impeachment process that's going on, a complete farce, complete falsehood, but don't pay attention as to what's going on and how you're being raped, literally. It's an incredible situation, but to watch this unfold. But again, this is a process that's been going on for multiple decades. The dumbing down of the American population is complete. They can do whatever they want now. They have created a state of learned helplessness. Look this stuff up, and you'll have a better perspective as to what's going on. All right, look, so just in summary here, stocks are poised for a record high open. The game remains risk on. There's massive opportunity, people, to buy unbelievably suppressed assets at incredibly suppressed prices. And I'm referring to gold, silver, platinum, palladium, cryptocurrencies, and crude oil. No doubt about it. All right, this guy here loves you a lot. Please share the video. See you later.